First pitch moments away here in New York. It's the Braves and the Mets next on the show. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, we're just hoping that we get the same kind of offense we got last night. A lot of runs scored in that ball game, as you see there. Good for the fans, but not so good for the ERAs.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Fredi Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Ender Inciarte will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year.
Let's go, Matt.
Now here's a changeup that's pulled toward right center field. Lee is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Yuri Perez will stand in. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
And we'll get a look here at the grip on that last cutter. You can see he holds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment, it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
Brian Lee will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on-base plus slugging. And his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the Major League leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078. So he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Yeah, this was right to the catcher's glove. I mean, he hardly moved, but he was just set up a little too far off the plate to get the call.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Cox is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. They'll match up against a guy with as bright a future as anyone's, the prized prospect right-hander Julio Teheran. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Gary Cox will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Gary Cox.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. On the ground, softly back up the middle. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. With that, we'll take a look at our scouting report. You can see a 5-pitch repertoire, so mixing those pitches effectively will be a key as we move along. Number 30 will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Fastball in there for a called strike. One out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Batting third, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
2 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked inside, but instead it's the 3rd out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he takes strike 2.
It's in the palm of your hand.
And a half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see he checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Jed Lowry will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
1-0 pitch now. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, no score. Number 3 will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Number 3.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Lined into left center. And a leap at short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
David Lee will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. Now the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Pitch out, nothing doing. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a breaking ball lined into left field, a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Or maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Michael Kadire will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently third in home runs in the National League. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to third, and they get the force over there for the first out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. And I don't know about you guys, but it looked like he thought about going to second, but instead he's able to get the lead guy over at third. Brian McCann will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's a softly hit ball back to him on the mound, but robbed of a hit by the pitcher.
Well, that's a good pitch. Made him reach for that one, and when you make a guy reach, you rob him of his power, so this becomes an easy little looping liner.
Tom Glavine will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Now a ball grounded sharply, but this is foul past Lowry over at third. Goodness, 0-2 now.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he misses there, 1-2.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. Nick Markakis will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Out in front of this one is Markakis as this is lifted foul down the right field line and back in amongst the spectators. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Darwin Barney will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Come on, Matt.
Low for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Now a ball lined to the right side. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. You know, that guy's no slouch up there. And comes through with a solid single here.
Julio Teheran will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
He's going to steal, I'm telling you.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Come on, New York.
Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Ender Inciarte will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Hey, try opening your eyes for the next pitch. Oh.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Come on now, let's get a cave right here.
Hit on the ground to shortstop. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Gary Cox makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Gary Cox.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now Now batting, number 30.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Michael Lee will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
All right, man.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
We're playing 2-2.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Number 3 will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And this is low, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Hit hard but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a little topper down the line, and with his speed, this could wind up being trouble. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
David Lee will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And that's in there for strike one.
A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Knock it out of here.
Hit hard and caught down there at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's now 2. Yuri Perez will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Center fielder, Yuri Perez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Brian Lee will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. Cox is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
A.J. Pierzynski will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in is the third baseman, Jed Lowry.
Right screen here.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Get out of here, Braves.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 2-0. Daniel Murphy will lead things off here in the home half of the
Leading up
4th.
the 4th inning, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Come on, New York.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Do it.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Misses, ball 2. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
Michael Kadire will dig in now. A dangerous hitter indeed as the National League's reigning batting champion. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That misses 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Ankadire swings and misses here as he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 2-0. Andrelton Simmons will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch coming. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
The 3-1 coming. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Boy, what a nice 3-1 changeup right there. That swing's basically all arms. He's all geared up to get that fastball, and it ends up being an easy flyout.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the pitch.
Swing better.
On the ground to second. Oh, he goes into a slide. Can he get up and get him? Yes, he can. Very well done there, and that's the second out. Darwin Barney will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Barney.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
This guy's swinging anything.
The 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. And that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Full count offering on its way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Tom Glavine will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Strike called, 2-1. Pitch on the way. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Now a ball bounced towards the mound, and he's set down 1 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Gary Cox will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Come on, Matt. Here we go.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty, one man out. Here comes the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Number 30 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he got him. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Freddie Freeman will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Ender Inciarte will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Oh, come on.
1 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
That one's in there, 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Yuri Perez will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Stop the call right here.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And it, in fact, lands in the corner, foul. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Brian Lee will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Runner goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Yeah, and here's another look at this one. This is from about 1,500 feet up in the air. It's the blimp cam, everybody. And you saw the jump he got, and he had that one stolen easy.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You've got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
A.J. Pierzynski will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Fouled back. Here's another 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Jim Johnson will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 53, Jim Johnson.
Michael Lee will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Come on, Michael.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. And there's a called strike at the knees, as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
Yeah, looking good, Matt. Here we go.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, number 3.
Number 3 will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Right on the heels of the walk. He wasn't wasting any time picking his spots, and he's in the scoring position here to get the inning started.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now, and he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
David Lee will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Do it, David.
No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
That one's in there. 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
First and second here with nobody out. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Daniel Murphy will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side. But this is going to find the seats. A foul ball. Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, from a defensive point of view, this does cost them a run on the sacrifice fly, but at least they're finally able to get an out. Plus, the other 2 runners have to hold, so double play still in effect if they can get a ground ball.
James Russell will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Michael Kadire will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Waiting next is Brian McCann. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead now he's on with one away.
Brian McCann will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1-2 now.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Another 1-2 delivery. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. Tom Glavine will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
Let's go! Come on, let's go!
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
The 2-1. Ball 3.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Inciarte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits as the runs were pretty much handed to them. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Jed Lowry will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Jed Lowry.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
Let's finish him off, all right?
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
And as a hitter, the thing you hate about this is that you have to have consistency. If this was a strike in the 2nd inning, then that's fine. But if this was a ball earlier and now it's a strike, I mean, what's changed? That's what ticks guys off. Just keep it consistent.
1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Popcorn! Yes, popcorn here!
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So 2 gone now, and here's Markakis. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 4-0. Now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Mike Minor will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Zoilo Almonte will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Gary Cox will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Leading off for the Mets, center fielder, Gary Cox.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Inciarte is under this one. 1 gone.
Now batting, number 30.
Number 30 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Let's go one more time, baby!
Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only one out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Michael Lee will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Almonte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Number 3 will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Come on! Here we go.
Lined foul right over the Mets dugout.
Let's get something started here.
The 0-2 once more. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. The flip will go to Barney at second for the force, and that'll be that. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Darwin Barney will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Braves, second baseman, Darwin Barney.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
So very wrong.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Zoilo Almonte will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch coming. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That command may be starting to drift a bit.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Now the 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The left fielder, number 7,
Ender Inciarte will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hey, right here. Strike him out.
Here's the first offering. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And a close play at first, but he's called out, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. David Lee will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
shortstop, David Lee.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far.
Advance him. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
First pitch to him. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Michael Kadire will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
This team's got plenty of guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but a few straight singles will do the job as well.
Brian McCann will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
None out, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. To second for one, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Tom Glavine will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And here's the first pitch. Ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. A tag by Pierzynski. He's out at the plate.
Here's a situation where any run you can get to add on to your lead, it's an important one. But this never really had much of a chance of panning out as they tag him out at the plate easily.
Gary Cox will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
Let's go, Gary!
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. Yuri Perez will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch coming. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Brian Lee will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And this will stay playable as it's taken in just shy of the screen for the second out.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 5-0. So long from New York.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Atlanta, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon.